I'm Steve.
And I'm Les.
And this is another episode of Tabletop Tastings. Les, what do we do here?
So what we do is I reveal a game to you that you've never seen or played before. I teach you how to play that game, thus teaching the audience. You bring a whiskey to pair with our playthrough of the game. We do a full playthrough, we sip and enjoy the whiskey, and then we reflect on the pairing of the whiskey to the board game.
It's such a great show.
It's pretty awesome.
Love it. So Les, what are we playing through today?
Well, you may have noticed things are a little bit different. We've got some height going on here. The game we are playing today was a Kickstarter project that successfully funded back in March of 2022. So that's close to 2 years ago now. And it has just, in November of 2024, started arriving to North American backers. It was designed by Brian Gomez.
Hey, Brian.
Who was the designer of a dexterity flicking game that came out in 2016 called ICECOOL, where you flick penguins around an icy high school to catch fish without getting caught by the hall monitor. The artist for this game is Renee Petersons, who also worked with Brian on ICECOOL. And the game is published by Brain Games. Now, Brain Games, they've got a bit of an interesting story. They are a 100% Latvian-based company that sees board games as a reason to get together and spend meaningful time with each other. They work hard to bring games from around the world to the Baltics, which prior to their founding in 2004 was very limited. And since its foundation, the market there has been growing 25% year over year.
That's awesome.
So Brain Games has done wonderful things for the Baltics. The game we are playing today is one that they've published independently and is a spiritual successor to Brian Gomez's penguin flicking game ICECOOL. With an 8.1 rating on Board Game Geek, we are playing the 2 to 4 player mech versus animal crokinole-esque battle royale Iron Forest.
Cool.
Okay, so let's reveal.
I want to see this. You gonna do it?
All right, we're gonna do it.
Ooh, oh, this looks so cool.
Okay, kind of neat, eh? Kind of neat. So what we'll do is we'll just bring some of this stuff out a little bit. We've got our 4 main cards here, and these represent each of our individual pieces on the board. So I'm the animals, and I've got BBIT, Boo Boo, Spike, and Howler. So they are my pieces, and you'll notice that they're on the bottom level of the board here. Each of them match the corresponding card to them. So this is my troop that I'm going to be using to win the game with. You, on the other hand, are the horrible, evil, maniacal? Maniacal. You're the bad guys. So you're these horrible robots that are looking to destroy and eliminate the animal kingdom.
Nice.
You'll notice with each of your cards, there's 2 sides to it. There's a gray side, which is damaged, and then there's a colored side, which is full health. So you just want to lay all 4 of them out on your board down here.
So I've got Chaser, Shield, Wheel, and Drone.
Excellent. And you'll notice,
forward to this.
well, you may not notice because you're a little shorter, but all of your people are up top, spread out in the top level of the board.
Cool.
So essentially, it's really simple what we're trying to do. We are playing the introductory level called Establishing a Network. So these cards are neat because it shows you the layout of the board, where everyone should be, and what abilities you should have. But for Establishing a Network, it says here, as the conflict between Iron Forest and the animal clan escalates, the creation of a vast and reliable communications network becomes increasingly vital. But who will achieve this first? While a technological infrastructure has already been laid by the former inhabitants of these lands, it has taken its toll. Repairs are needed, as well as modifications that will allow for mecha integrations with the system. Each facility will need to be checked and updated to enable full coverage. So we've got to navigate around this board to achieve our objectives. And what are our objectives? Well, you'll notice that there's these little green pieces all over the board, green markers if you will, and there's red markers. So really it's quite simple. I have to collect the green markers because I'm the green animals. You're the red machine, so you have to collect the red markers. So how do you collect the red markers? Well, you'll notice that the markers are clipped on over each of the doorways. So all you have to do is get one of your tokens to navigate through the doorway. And we do that by flicking them, just like you would in crokinole. There is also an upper level, though. And to get to the upper level, we have this launcher. So with the launcher, when we're launching any of our pieces onto the board, it just has to touch the cardboard box. So it can touch from anywhere around, and then we determine how hard we want to flick, let it go, and fling them into the board. So all of my people start at the bottom, and you'll notice that I've got a few objectives down here, but the majority of them are up top. You start off at the top, but all of your objectives are down here at the bottom.
Okay.
So how do you get to the bottom? Well, there's holes throughout the board.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that there is an objective marker here, and there's an objective marker here, and those are collected by having your pieces fall down through those holes.
Okay.
The other thing is we have power-ups. So I've dealt out 3 power-ups to each of us in advance. So I've got one called Navigation Hack.
Random, I hope?
Randomish. Randomish. I've got Navigation Hack, which allows us to move one other mecha in the active mecha box to another empty place in the same box. So basically, I can take any other piece in the box that my character is in and move them anywhere I want within that box. Okay. I've got a proximity mine, and the proximity mine is kind of cool. You physically pick an area and set it down, and if anyone's piece hits that, then the proximity mine goes off. And what that does then is it suffers a damage if it hits this card, and then it's discarded. Okay. And then I've got a barricade. And what I can use is I can use this barricade to block a door. So what I actually do is take any entrance and stick the barricade between it.
Oh, that's neat.
And then you actually have to hit it once to break it in order to go through the door.
Okay.
So those are my abilities, and these are one shots. So whenever we go, we'll always take our action, which is either to flick somebody or fling them into the board. Okay. And then if you've got a card that you want to use, you can use those cards. Okay. Every turn you get to use 2 actions. And what have you got for abilities?
All right, so I have your guys are pretty destructive little animals.
They are.
All right, so what I have is a field repair kit, so I can repair any 1 damaged mecha.
Nice.
The next one is my short range message. So choose 1 other friendly mecha in the active mechas box and perform a launch if possible or flick action with it. So it's kind of like a second move.
Yeah, it gives you an additional action with any other mech in that area, which is pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's the short range message. And then the power bank. So perform an additional flick or launch action with the active mecha. Cool. So that's cool. So another extra move.
Basically extra turn with it. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
So that's really the nuts and bolts of it. The other thing is we can damage each other as well. All right. So if I crash into you, you will take a damage. Okay. The first damage just flips your card over to the damage side. Okay. The second damage knocks you out. And it doesn't really do anything bad for you. Your character comes off the board and they would sit back on the card, and they can only get back in the play by you launching them into it. Oh, okay. But what happens is if you KO somebody's mech, you get to draw an extra ability card. And ability cards, as we've just looked at, are all pretty good. Yeah. So essentially what we're trying to do is there's 7 of our objectives on the board. Yep. So the first person to collect all 7 of those isn't quite the winner, but they're close. Their opponent will then choose 5 more markers to put out anywhere they want on the board. And then once those 5 are collected, that person has won. So it's really whoever gets 12 markers first wins the game then. Cool. So that's a high-level overview of Iron Forest. Yeah. But, Steve, I feel like something is missing.
I think there is, because our glasses are empty.
They are indeed. What have you brought for us today?
All right, so this is pretty cool, because I really like the theme that you gave me, which is old versus new.
Right, animals versus the crazy robots.
Yeah, and as I'm looking at this, I'm kind of thinking, like, why would you just make another board game when you could make this? This is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to getting through this. So, with that theme of old versus new, so in the world of spirits, right, there's a huge, long history for any of them that you look at. Rum, whiskey, bourbon, they've all got a ton of history. And yet, along with those old ways, we're seeing some really cool new and upcoming companies.
Yeah, are we ever?
Oh, and they're really taking things to kind of that next level. Which is pretty cool, right? So, and the pairing that we're going to do today is really just that. They have taken a spirit and have just launched it into the next level, which is pretty awesome.
I love it. Okay.
Right. So the bottle we're going to open is brought to us by 2 guys, which is always cool to me, that have a really long history in the bourbon world, but they've refused to just, go ahead with the norm. So the one partner, Turner Wathan, he grew up.
Turner Wathan?
Turner Wathan.
Wait. Sounds like you have a lisp. Anyway, carry on. Carry on.
Maybe I do. So Turner Wathan. So he grew up in Kentucky and is part of a really legendary distilling family of, what could you guess? If they're coming from Kentucky.
It's got to be Kentucky bourbon.
It's got to be bourbon, right? And really, that family has been making bourbon since 1788. So 5 generations of bourbon makers. However, his passion for finely crafted spirits and really that Wathan family legacy led him to start producing his own whiskey. But he didn't want to just go with the old, let's make some bourbon, let's make some American whiskey. He didn't even want to start a whiskey company, in fact. So it might sound a little strange.
It does.
But they started an independent bottling company of rum.
Ooh, wow,
So
okay.
We're going to enjoy a nice rum today. And so the rums that Turner and his partner Jordan are importing follow that family model that goes back to 1788 in the truest sense of the manner, right? So Jordan and Turner are honoring that long line of tradition, so that kind of that old of making American whiskey with the new. They've added a twist by crafting rums that they then finish to that same high standards of whiskey making.
Oh, this is super exciting.
Which is pretty cool,
Yeah,
right?
super
And
cool.
rum making has been around forever.
Yeah.
Forever. In fact, Canada was a huge maker of rum.
Really?
Because they had such an easy access to bring everything up from the colonies, from the islands into Quebec and then into Ontario. And it's a long line, long history of making rum. They have a motto in their family, and it was no finer spirits. And so that's kind of what they've rolled with. So I was first introduced to these guys by the podcast Bourbon Pursuit.
Yep.
So Kenny and Ryan, they interviewed Jordan and Turner all about the rum industry and specifically about what they have been producing. And I'm super excited to bring you a bottle that we're going to really enjoy with
Well,
this.
I'm super excited to see what you brought for us to really enjoy with this.
I don't think you figured out,
I
I
have
don't
no
think you know
idea-
who
no
these
idea
guys
what this
are. So I'm going to do, my reveal box is kind of hidden though.
It is kind of hidden.
I'm a little saddened.
Yeah, that's okay.
But that's okay.
We'll get it out.
We're all good. Okay. So brought to us by another really kind of nostalgic and traditional bourbon name, Rolling Fork.
Ooh, that I have heard of.
Rolling Fork is the name of their distillery, and we are going to enjoy our Barbados 9-year-old finished in bourbon casks.
Wow.
So we're going to do a rum, which is pretty cool. So we've been trying to get more into rums. I've only had a little bit of exposure to it. Some of them have what they call like a high ester, so they're pretty funky. I don't believe this one is going to be that way, but who cares? We'll just go with it and
it's
just
not bringing the fun.
really enjoy it. Yeah, and so I'm super excited to get into this. Again, they're an independent bottler, so they take the rum, produce in different areas. There's Fiji, all Jamaican, and then this one's from Barbados, and then they finish it how they want to and really do some amazing things. I've had a few other samples of some of the others. I have not had this one yet.
Amazing.
Super
Well, let's
excited. All
crack
right,
this thing open and
let's
see what
crack
tastes
it
like.
open. I like that it has a little
nice
pull tab,
big pull tab
but
for
it is
you.
a beautiful wax seal
I like
on
the
there,
gold.
and I really, really love that label. It's classic, but like so new, and so just it's amazing. It's
Cool.
going really well with
It
our
looks
board
really
game
good
again.
with the game, actually.
So let's crack this guy open.
Okay. I made that too easy for you, Steve.
Nice, thank you guys.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. So, all the way to us from Rolling Fork, Barbados Rum. Let's hear the pop.
Oh,
That was a good pop.
That was good. That was loud.
Wow.
That was fantastic.
That's really good. All right, let's get a nice, healthy sample to enjoy.
It smells quite nice.
Ooh, it does.
Now there's zero burn from that. No burn on the nose.
No, none at all. And this is cask strength, so it is 59.29% ABV,
Well, the nose
which is pretty good.
doesn't tell
It does
you
not
that.
say
Does
that.
not
No,
tell you that.
I'm going to be interested to see. So I do get some of those esters. It's that kind of funky, that rum flavoring.
Right,
that you
and some
get
of that
from it.
like funky flavor I refer to as arse because
Yeah.
it smells a little like
Some
like,
of them
like butt
can
crack.
be. Yeah.
But I'm not getting any,
No,
none of that on
Not
this.
on this. No, it's there, but not like to a major degree. It smells a little bit sweet, right? Which is maybe it's that the bourbon casks going on there. Little fruity, so it's going to have some tropical notes too, right?
A little bit of warmth to it.
Yeah. Well, what do you think?
I think it smells great.
Should we crack into it?
I think it's starting to open up a little bit the more it sits in the glass as well.
Which is going to happen, right? They always call it like the neck pour. So you're going to get a little bit different once it's getting some oxidization going, some air into it, basically. So
let's go in.
The more you kind of swirl it around, a little bit more air that's going to get.
Plus you look fancy doing it.
Sure. Yeah, let's get in. I'm really excited to try this.
Wow.
That is just delicious.
It blows my mind how it activates in your mouth as
Yeah.
well. Because it starts off kind of mild and sweet, and then the flavor builds the longer it sits in your mouth. And in fact, even after you swallow the whiskey, or the rum, I guess in this case, the flavor continues to grow, which is really, really neat.
Which, so it's not a knock. You said whiskey. I don't know that I would say it was a rum right away.
No.
Like because I knew it was a rum, I got some of those little bit of ester feelings to it, the nose to it, but it just doesn't taste like a rum.
That's delicious.
It tastes like a really, really well done whiskey.
Tasty.
Yeah.
It's like a marriage of rum and whiskey. But like you said, those kind of harsh flavors, the funky flavors of rum aren't there.
No.
It's all just pleasantness.
It's really
quite
pleasant.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, that is really, really well done. You guys at Rolling Fork know what you're doing.
And
it's fantastic.
I love the finish on this. The longer it stays, again, even after you swallowed, the flavor just continues to build, and it's nice. Wow.
Yeah. So some people are really, they're like, oh, rum? Yeah, I don't want to try it because all they can think about is like a spiced rum or something you're going to get to mix. There are some really, really nice rums. We've had a couple on our show already that have been finished so nice. The one, again, I wouldn't have known that it was a rum if we didn't know, which was the Grander rum, which is really, really well done in a Scotch barrel to finish off. This one's done in a bourbon barrel, and it's just mellowed it right down. Even the color's beautiful on it.
It's fantastic.
It is so, so nice.
What a nice treat this is. So I think this will go really, really well with our playthrough of Iron Forest.
I think so too.
Great job with that.
Oh, that's so good.
Fantastic. And like the old and new, the upper level is meant to be this floating kind of city in the sky, and these are the propellants that are holding it up there.
Okay, cool.
For this particular level that we're doing, which is the introductory level that the manual recommends you start off with. The animals will go first, and your starting card kind of tells you that. Okay. We've got a deck of cards here, so if you just want to shuffle this up.
I will.
And what this is going to do is there's 3 of each card, 3 of each mech in this deck. Okay. So whenever we're activating a mech, we're going to draw a card here, and this will tell us who we're going to activate. So it's random, the order that you go in. So as an animal, I'm going to draw a card, and it shows my B-bit animal, which I think looks like a rabbit. So B-bit, rabbit, that's kind of the idea with that. Rabbit. And he's right here. So a few other little things. Okay. If you're on the bottom level, in one of the outside 4 boxes, then you can choose to flick your guy from where he is, or you can load him into the launcher and launch. If they're in the center box or the upper box, you can't do that. Okay. If you attempt to launch yourself into the ring and you fall out, you'll take a damage. Likewise, if you get knocked out at any point in time, you'll take a damage for getting knocked out. Okay. So I'm starting off with the yellow guy, and I want to get the green objectives. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to get up top.
We're going to have to move around a little bit.
We're going to be moving around a bit. So I'm going to take him out, put him in the launcher. Okay. And I've got 4 objectives up there, so that's kind of what I'm shooting for. So I'm just going to, again, this has to touch the cardboard box. It can be angled any way you want. 1 finger on it to support it. Yeah. And then this one to fire him up.
Ooh, I like that.
So
good shot.
Yeah, it was kind of good, but I didn't want that objective.
I liked it because you're back down on the ground.
I'm back down on the ground here. So that's 1 action. Okay. And then I get a second action. Okay. So in my second action, I'm going to draw a new card. And I now get Spike, my blue guy. So with Spike, I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try to launch him up top. Okay. I really want to stay up top, though. So I'm going to try to change my angle a little bit here. Okay. And I hit your drone.
Oh, you did,
so,
too. Yep.
you flip that card upside down to indicate that he's damaged.
Oh.
Okay, so those are my 2 turns.
Okay.
After taking any turn, if I wanted to use one of my objective or my little bonus cards, I could do that. But I'm not going to at this point in time.
Okay.
So,
does it take a damage when you hit the other person's drone?
yours doesn't,
Yeah.
just the one that you hit does.
Okay.
So it's always good to hit.
Flick them. Okay, so I will turn over, and my first is this guy here, Wheels.
Wheels.
So Wheels is, which one is Wheels?
He's right over here.
Right over there.
Yep.
Okay. And I can do the same actions twice?
So you get, your first action is always going to be a flick or a launch.
Okay.
And then if you have any bonus cards, you can play those.
Okay. And it doesn't matter how I flick, I just have to flick it. But
Right. One thing I will note is there is a little white line that goes around the perimeter. If you're starting off and somebody's within that white line, you can move them out to the white line just so you got room to get your finger in there to flick them.
Oh, I'm going to come around onto this side.
Yep.
And let's give this guy a little flick here. Oh.
Okay. So that's one action.
Well, that stunk.
That did stink. So you can either use an action card if you want to, or you can just draw a card for your second action.
Okay. Well, I'll just draw a card. So I got to get a little bit used to them. They do wobble quite a bit.
They do have quite a bit of wobble.
Yeah. Okay, so my next one is actually
It's the
Wheels.
same guy. Okay.
So that's cool.
And this is where you're allowed to move him out to the white line.
Okay. So I can move him there.
Yep.
And we'll just give him a flick. Ooh.
Okay, and he's in the doorway, so
Okay.
I count that as kind of going through. So you can remove the objective above it, the red one.
Oops.
And you've now gained that. We'll just throw it over
Just
here.
Put it on my side.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Okay, so
Okay. This is interactive. I like it.
this is interactive.
I like it. Again, why would you just make a normal board game when you could do something like this?
Okay, so I drew Howler, which is my green guy, and he's down here. And again, I'm going to try to go up top. So we'll come around to here. I got a good feeling about this. It's going to be awesome. Okay, sweet. So he fell through, which collects this one for me.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so that's my first action.
Yep.
My second action, I've got Boo-Boo, or Boo-Bo, my owl. And he's my red guy down here. And same thing, I'm going to flick him into the board. Maybe we'll take an approach here. I'm going to try to see if I can get down that hole.
Not quite.
So close.
Nice.
We have a little
Good
love tap
job.
there. Okay, excellent.
Okay.
And you're up.
All right, cool. I'm going to take my first. And I have Shield. So Shield is right here.
Yep.
I wonder if I can get an angle on him to give him a flick and then hit you and go down the hole. So let's see if I can do that.
Yep.
Well, I didn't hit you.
Well, you did go down the hole, though.
Yep.
Okay, excellent.
Okay.
So that's one action.
All right, so let's take my next. And my next one is Drone, which is in this corner.
Yep, that's right.
So we're going to give you a little bit of a flick here as well. I need to get a little bit better angle on that, though.
Go around.
I almost need like a...
Move the chairs out of the way here for a little bit.
Yeah, let's do that. Because I don't think we're going to need them. So he's right there. Let's see if I can... No, I gave you a flick anyway.
Okay, so you did flick me.
Yep.
And that was your second
That
one,
was
right?
my second.
And then that damaged Spike.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to flip. And we got Rabbit again. B-Bit. So I'm going to pull him out to the line. And then I'm going to try to get him through the doorway. Oh, and I missed. So I'll draw my second card. And I got my Howler, my green guy, who is over here. Okay, so let's see if I can get him through.
Let's put this up here.
Oh, I missed. Okay, so that's...
It's going to take a little bit to get used to, because they do wobble quite a bit.
And there is a thing, like if you hit it in the bottom right, it should curve right. And if you hit the bottom left, it should curve left as well.
Well, we'll get used to it anyways. All right, so Chaser.
So that's your
And
purple
he's in the
one,
corner
who's
there.
way up here.
Yeah. All right, so let's see if we can get him to just go straight down, and he didn't. He literally went all the way around.
That's pretty cool.
That's neat. Okay, well, he'll sit there. And then my second move, I've got Wheels, which I believe he is down there. So I've already gone through that hole. Well, let's see if we can get a cool trick shot kind of going on and bounce off. Nope. But
still all right.
He's in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Good. Cool.
Okay.
So that was my 2. I like it. It's nice, fast moving too.
It is kind of neat. Okay, I'm back to my owl. And he is up top. So I'm going to move him out to the line. And I'm going to try to get him through there. Oh, missed. Okay. I draw and I got wheels now, which is my blue guy. So this is where I'm going to... Okay, so I hit you.
Yep.
And that's the second time he's been hit. So he gets destroyed.
Okay, so he comes off.
No, that's my guy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so you flip here. He goes back on the card.
Okay.
And then I get to draw a new ability card here. Ability cards that you draw can never be used in the same turn.
Okay.
Okay, so that's both my actions, and you are up.
Okay. So my next move will be, actually it is drone has come up, so I get to flick him up, or flick him up, or
you have to launch him.
I have to launch him.
You can
so I can launch him into here.
the main level. You can launch him wherever you want.
Let's go with this guy.
Just remember the launcher has to touch the cardboard box. One hand to support it, the other hand to launch.
Okay.
The launcher's the best part.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Ooh,
Okay.
that's cool. I was trying to get him to kind of bounce through, but that's okay. All right, so that was 1.
Yep.
And then my next one is Chaser.
So he's your purple guy.
He's down.
He's right up here, actually.
Oh, is he? Okay. All right, so I can bring him over to the line.
Yep.
Okay. All right, let's just try and see if I can. Ooh, actually, Spike is in that corner. If I hit him, we can give him some damage. Oh, well.
I think did you miss me? Okay.
I think I missed you. Yep.
Excellent.
Okay, so that was, no, that's 2.
That's 2.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to draw, and I've got wheels again, or Spike. And Spike is up top here. Okay. So we're going to try to get fancy.
I like this.
We're going to try to wheel ourselves through here.
Nice.
Fantastic. So I got that one.
Good job.
And then I draw. Actually, I'm going to take a quick look at my abilities here. Okay, I'm going to use my navigation hack. And this ability says move one other mecha in the active mecha's box to another empty place in the same box. So I'm going to take this mecha, who's mine, and I'm going to put him right here. Okay.
Okay.
And I've used that ability here. Okay, so that was one action. And the second action is my owl, which happens to be the one that I just moved there. So I'm going to just give him a little tap, and I've now collected that one as well.
Nice.
Okay, you're up.
All right. So I have shield. Shield is down. Yeah,
Right
that's
there,
him
yep.
right here. Okay. Cool. So I think
You got lots of options there.
I got loads of options. Okay. So.
Excellent. So you collect that objective.
And I hit you.
Oh, yeah. So you did.
Thank you.
That's yours, and that damages me. Okay.
All right. I'll do another turn up. All right. So Chaser, who is down over here,
Yep.
he is right there. So I can move him onto the line still?
No. Just if he's, yeah. That's only if they're
against the wall.
That's right. So you got room to hit them, yeah. Nice.
All right.
Okay. I've got my, who I'm calling Rabbit, and we're going to move him out. We're going to go for this one here. Okay, that one's collected. And then I think I'm going to use one of my abilities. So I'm going to throw down a barricade. And this says, place this card to block any free door between any 2 boxes on the lower level. If any active mecha hits this card, that mecha is damaged and this card is destroyed. So I'm going to place it here. So if you want to collect that objective, you're going to have to take care of that. Okay, then my second action is my Howler, who's up top. I'm going to move him out. Let's see if we can do this.
Nice.
That was close, though.
It was close, yeah. It's good.
So now that I've been through my deck, I'm just going to take it out, reshuffle it.
Okay. I am going to take my first move. So I've got my drone, who is in this corner here. So he is actually against the wall, so I can bring him
Yep.
out. Yeah. Might as well go this way.
Nice.
Ooh.
So you collected that objective.
That would have been awesome if you went through both.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet when that happens.
Beautiful. All right, and then I guess I'll just, I'll go with this. All right, so shield. So shield is in that corner. How can I can move him away a little bit. Now he's out here. I can,
You can just
launch him, right?
You can launch him if you want, yep.
I just don't need to launch him up. However, I think I'm gonna launch him.
Yeah, launch him.
Let's launch him.
Plus, launching is crazy fun.
Exactly. Why wouldn't you use this? It's amazing. Okay. So I got a touch.
You got to touch. You can angle though, it doesn't have to be straight on.
Touch. And I can go like this. Oh, it bounced around him.
It didn't hit me.
It did not. It bounced around you.
Excellent.
Good.
So I'm going to draw.
That's cool.
And I've got my rabbit,
I can shuffle my cards.
which is here. I'm going to bring him out. And, okay, let's see if we can get nuts. Nope, but I hit you, so I damage your chaser.
All right.
And then I'm going to play one of my ability cards as well. Yeah, we're going to play this one. It's a long-range missile. And it says, damage one mecha in the neighboring box of the active mecha. So this guy's my active mecha. A neighboring box would be this one. So we're going to throw a little hurt on drone.
Okay.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Sweet.
Oh, actually, that was just the first one. I'll do the second one.
Yep.
And we've got my Bubo, the owl. I blocked off. You know what? I'm going to launch. Cool. We're going to try to go upstairs. We're going to try to get through that doorway.
That was pretty close.
Didn't do it, but it was all right.
Yeah. Oh, he might fall. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, he is right on the edge.
Okay, that's cool. He's good.
That's so cool. That's awesome. Okay, I'm liking this game.
That's neat, eh?
All right, so my first one is Shield, and he is
right over
in
here.
the corner there. That's awesome. So I'm hoping that I can give you a little flick and use you to get through. Oh, I didn't get through.
But you did hit me.
But I did hit you.
And that was Spike, so you've actually destroyed Spike. So he comes back and you get to draw a new ability card.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that was your...
And I'm going to actually just use one of my ability cards.
So you can never use the one you've just drawn for the current round.
That's fine.
Yep.
Which is basically, I'm just going to use my power bank.
Okay.
Which says I can perform an additional flick or launch action with the active mecha.
Okay, I'll take a discard over here.
Okay, perfect. I like it. So I'm just going to use him to go through this doorway.
Ooh. You botched it, man.
I botched it.
You botched it.
I was trying to give it some extra power so it would go, and I totally botched it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's such sadness.
But you still get your second turn.
It's such sadness. Hold up. I got to make myself feel better with some rolling fork. Beautiful. Okay. Second move. We're going with, we got drone. So I can move him out a little bit, which is cool. And I'm going to use him, so he's already flipped, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to use him to flick against that doorway.
Did you hit the doorway?
I did.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that comes out. That destroys you.
Yep.
I still get the bonus card because.
Do you? Oh, nice. That's cool. All right, that's my turn.
You did both yours?
I did both.
Okay, we've got the owl again, and we left him precariously up here. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Oh. I don't think there's any way. Actually, let's see if we can do this. Oh, that was just bad. I was hoping to curve him around, but okay.
Hey, I like the effort.
Okay, and then we got yellow. My rabbit, he's tight in here against the wall. We'll bring him out. And I think we're probably just going to hit you. Okay, that's cool. So I destroyed you. You're off the board, and I got a new card.
Nice.
And that was my second action.
Okay. We have Shield, who's down in this corner over here. My guy's in the way. Now, he is on the edge, so I can take him and flip him in here. And I can go anywhere, or do I have to stay in this edge piece?
Anywhere.
Oh. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So let's just try and go straight at it.
I need a little more gusto. A little more gusto.
Oh, that was like... I don't even know what the word
You
for
can read.
that
You
is.
can try it again. Oh no, I guess you got to draw for your next action.
Yeah, that's fine.
See who you get.
Let's go with...
It's the same guy.
I get the same guy. Okay, and he's in the edge. All right, I want to try that one
He
again.
was also lined up pretty good with the door.
He was, but I've got to try this one more time.
Oh!
He fall flats
He fell flat.
again.
Okay, that's cool.
That's okay. I'm okay.
Okay, we got my Spike. Where's Spike? Oh, he's right here. He's off the thing. I gotta launch him in.
Oh, you got to launch him.
Okay, let's try to get that. Let's get the door objective. Okay, we'll take that.
Hey, he's up there. He's
He is
working.
up there. Okay, let's see who's next. And we got Wheels, Spike, same guy. Okay, we're gonna get him in this time. I bring him out to the line. I'll come
Give me some
around.
room.
Okay, baby. Let's go home. Oh!
I like it. I like it.
Okay, no, go home. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to use one of my abilities now.
Nice.
That says, exchange the active mecha for any other mecha in a neighboring box. Actually, that's no good. I'm not going to use that. Cool. I'm holding. It's your turn.
Okay. So we'll go with this. And we have Chaser. All right, so Chaser needs to come onto the board. We're gonna try the little flick again.
Nice.
See if we can get her to go, and maybe we won't.
Oh! So close.
That's okay. It's all good. He's
Okay.
back on. I am going to use my Saboteur,
Okay.
which says, so assign this card to another mech in the active mech's box. After the mech performs its next flick or launch action, it becomes damaged. If it did not leave its box, it is KO'd. Then discard. So I'm going to put him on this guy.
Yeah, we'll take it here. So that goes right there.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, so I'll see who next is up.
Wheels.
Wheels. Where's my... Oh, he's over here, I think.
Yes.
So, in theory, this should be a decently even shot.
Nice
Got it.
shot, man.
Beautiful.
Okay, excellent. Was that
So-
your second action?
That was my second action.
Okay. We're gonna pull, and we've got Spike, and Spike is right here. We're gonna bring him out to the line, and I really should be able to make that shot. And I did.
You
but
did.
Just barely. Okay, so I collect this. We're gonna draw for the second guy. Okay, and we're up to Howler, who's got that thing on him. So after he performs his next launch or flicks, he's going to get damaged, and if I don't leave the box, I get KO'd.
Yep.
So I think we're going to choose to... Actually, we'll come out here to the line. I'm sure we can do that.
Yeah!
Okay, so he gets KO'd.
Oh, that's awesome.
You get a bonus card.
Beautiful.
That's done. And that's my turn.
Let's see who we've got. Next guy is Wheels. That's weird. Do you see him? Oh, you know what?
Oh, he's right
Look
there in
at-
the corner.
Way down
He's
in the
right
corner
there.
here.
Snuck in, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to bring him out.
Oh, just
Sorry?
the nearest corner, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to try.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Too much
that's gonna be
gusto.
very disappointing. Okay.
It is a bit disappointing. Yeah, that was one. All right, next one is Drone. So he needs to get back onto
Yep.
the board.
Launch him.
Let's launch him. I'm actually going to, because I think with those guys I can get him on there. So I'm going to launch him up. Or not.
Did you miss?
I was trying to launch him up on top.
But he's in there. Okay.
Yeah, he's in there. He's okay.
He's good?
Yep. It's all good.
Okay. Drawing, and we got the bunny. This guy, I feel like, has been my most useless drone. He's in the middle box.
Hiding in the middle box.
Okay, we're going to bring him out to the line. Actually, we're not. We're going to hold. Let's see if we can get through 2 doorways.
Hey, you did it.
Oh!
And you hit
through
me.
2 doorways, and I hit Chaser, so he gets damaged.
That's awesome.
And I collect this. So the last objective I have that are currently out is the one up top.
Nice.
So you draw here. We get Howler. Oh, he's on the card. Launcher, please. Okay, buddy. Time to go home. Let's see what we can do.
Ooh.
That was a good shot, though.
That was a good shot.
With it. Okay.
Very
so
nice.
That's it.
Okay. So my first up is Drone. Where is Drone?
Drone is over
Oh yeah,
there.
he's down there. Now he's on the edge again. Well, you know what? I think I can get him to go.
Oh, you did it. Nice shot.
Oh, through 2 doors.
Nice shot, man. Nice shot.
That's awesome.
Okay, that's one action.
Okay, one action. Just a second here.
Yeah, let's just look over mine, too.
Okay. Yeah. Let's turn up. Okay, so we've got Chaser. So Chaser is right.
He's right there. He's lined up good.
Yeah. Just gonna move you a little bit.
Nice
over.
shot. Okay.
So I
so
have
that was your
all
last
of
one.
mine.
So now I choose 5.
Okay.
And I should put them in areas. I'm instructed to put them in areas that you're not in,
Yep.
if possible.
Oh, of course.
So you're not up here. So we're going to do that one. We're going to do that one.
Beautiful.
Those 2. And then if I go down here, we're going to go here. I think we're going to actually keep putting them up here.
Good job.
3. Beautiful.
Nice.
Okay. And you got one more action?
No, that was
that
2.
was 2?
That
Okay.
was 2. Yeah, I did. Yep, that was 2.
Okay, I'm drawn.
Ooh, I need a little bit more of this rolling fork.
And I've got my owl. Boobo. And my owl is up top here. Okay, let's see. Oh, just not enough juice.
I like it.
Okay, and then we're gonna draw again, and I get Howler. He is lined up nice.
Ooh.
Huh. Okay, so I collected that. So same thing. You now take out 5, put them anywhere you want, and if possible, in rooms I'm not in.
That's you there.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll go here.
Yep.
And we will go there. No, that's me.
Sure.
That's okay.
Yep.
We'll go there.
Yep.
And then I don't like any of these spots down here. You're all over the bloody place.
All over the bloody place.
That's okay. You're gonna go here.
Yep.
And we're going to go here.
Fantastic. Okay, so I think that was my second action. Yep.
That was your second. Okay.
The one thing, where did I land? I was this guy and I landed here. I think I am going to use one of my... actually, I am going to use one of... No, I'm not. It's cool. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Who do we get first? We've got Chaser, who is in here. He is on the edge of the board.
He's on the outside. He's looking in.
All right, so let's
Yep.
get Chaser up on top. I want to give myself a little bit extra room.
Let's see what you can do. Oh, that was
close.
a nice shot, though. That was a nice shot.
Okay, that was first.
Yep.
Next one is Wheels. Where is Wheels? Wheels is in the corner
Yep.
here. So we're going to take Wheels, and he's going to come up top as well.
Ooh.
And I liked my spot there.
Yep. Nice shot. That was beautiful.
And I hit you.
You hit my guy too, so Boobo takes a damage.
Beauty, mate.
That was good. That was
I
good.
love it. Oh, I
Okay.
need to rescuffle.
We're gonna draw here, and we get Spike. So Spike is
He's way over in this
Oh,
corner.
that's why I couldn't see him. Okay. Yeah, I'll pull him out because I got an ability, an objective right there. It's the angle, though.
Oh, nicely
I
done.
got 2.
Nice.
Excellent.
That was well done.
Thanks, man. Okay, and then flip again, and now I got my owl right up top. Yep. And I think he just has to fall down that hole. Well, that looks near impossible.
Yeah. You never know, though. He fell down that hole.
He did fall down that hole. I am going
Did he
to.
hit me?
No,
Or
it's
did-
myself. Yeah.
Okay.
I am going to use one of my abilities now.
Nice.
Which this. Whoops, that's the power stick.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to use this one, which says, exchange the active mech with any other mecha in a neighboring box. So if I look over here, oh, you're in the same stinking box. No, I guess we still hold. Okay. Excellent.
2?
That's 2. You're up.
Okay. We have Wheels. Wheels
This
is
so good.
Wheels is up top here. So I just need Wheels to drop. Can we make it happen?
Is that
I
Wheels? It is Wheels.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's Wheels. Beautiful.
Nice shot.
Did I do anything else?
Nope.
Nope. But he's a nice line to get that next one as well.
He is.
All right, so we'll just pick another one. I was thinking about using a power up, but none of them actively work.
Yep.
So my next one is Drone. Where is Drone? Drone is...
Your drone is right there.
That's why I can't see.
Yep.
Okay. So Drone... So I don't have none there, so I'm going to use him to
Nice.
launch him. Let's launch him. And let's see if we can't. Yeah. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's try this.
Oh, dude. That was
Nice.
beautiful. That was a nice shot.
Beautiful. So, because he fell down, I'm going to use my rocket jump. And I can use him. So my rocket jump. So perform an extra launch action with the active mecha.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I get to relaunch him again. And why don't we just try and get him up on there?
Yep, makes sense.
See if we can't recreate that beautiful shot I just had. Let's see. Dude.
That was good.
Beautiful.
That was good. That was your second
Okay,
action?
that is my second action.
Okay, so
like
I'm
it.
drawn. Was it your second?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, we got blue. Spike.
Oh yeah, he's over here, right?
Okay, so we're going to launch him. He's gotta go up.
That's mine.
Sorry. Spike, thank you. That's mine, actually.
No, that's yours,
Just didn't
anyways.
go. Okay, so he just has to fall down a hole.
Sounds easy.
Okay, let's try from here. Okay, loaded. Okay, okay.
That's all right.
We'll take that.
Hey, he's there.
He is. We're going to draw. We got Spike,
Spike
again.
again.
Okay,
Nice.
so we'll try this one. Okay, and he's down, so I collect that objective.
Beautiful.
Okay, Steve, we're down to 1. Oh, I got 2 left on the
You
board
have
still.
2.
Okay, and you've
I'm
got
down to 1. You have 2.
So what I'm going to do,
Yep.
because I just fell through, I am now going to place my mine. So place this card face up anywhere on a free space inside the active mecha box. The first mecha that hits this card suffers a damage, then the card is discarded.
So is that your active mecha box?
This is my active mecha box.
All right. So we've got Chaser, who is up top. I just need him to kind of drop.
Yep.
But if I got him to drop through that corner,
Yep,
I wonder.
it's just possible.
There's always the possibility. Yeah.
Oh, he's right there.
I actually kind of was hoping he would hit the mine.
And
the
set it
mine.
off, yeah. That was
Oh,
the
well.
first one?
That's okay. And my next one is Shield, who is in right there. So Shield, in theory, could go through that door
Yep,
before hitting your mine.
yep.
If I launch him
just right,
oh, this could be epic. Or it will fall flat, which will still be fun.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
He hit the top of the board.
Okay, so that was your second?
That was my second.
Okay,
Yeah.
drawn.
Now just see if I want to do any of these. No.
Okay, I'm drawn. Okay, we got Howler, who's down here. We're going to launch Howler. We got to try to... Let's see if we can do this. Can he make it all the way over?
Be an awesome shot. Nice. I like it.
Nope.
I like it.
Okay, and then we're going to draw. And we got our owl friend, who is right here. And same thing, we're going to take him up. We will come over a bit, though, and maybe aim for the door.
Oh, that was close.
That was close. That was close.
That was very nice and close.
Okay.
That was your 2?
Yeah, that's my 2.
Okay. All right. First up, we have Shield. I really want to try and launch. Okay, we're going to try this. We're going to try and launch.
Yeah.
We got to launch low enough that he doesn't hit. Oh, it had the trajectory.
It had the trajectory.
It really did.
That was good. That was good.
Okay.
You got 3 guys in prime position.
I do. Yeah.
Doing this thing now.
Next is Drone.
Drone, the only one who's not.
He's all by himself.
He's all by himself.
Yeah. Now he is on the edge, so I could try it again. Maybe I will go worst case scenario.
This is what I'm surprised you did do earlier. Okay, launcher on this side.
Worst case scenario is I do hit the mine.
Yeah, which is fine.
Which is okay. And then I just get rid of it.
So you definitely hit the mine.
Yep.
So Drone takes the damage.
Okay, so he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there. He's fine. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Wrong spot.
So I've got a chance to do this. We're going to draw.
Oh, hold up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. It's okay. You drew already, so it's
okay. I got Bunny.
Too late.
He's down here. We're going to try to get him up. Okay, buddy.
Oh, no, he did it! No!
On the rebound. So,
you've still got one left.
I still have one left.
You still have one left. Okay.
So that was my first action.
I thought we were done.
That was my first action. My second action is him again.
Oh.
And then...
Hold up. Was that's not Bunny, that's Bunny, isn't it?
No, that's Bunny.
Okay.
They're at it.
All
cool.
right, you got him.
Win. One objective marker left.
That was close.
The animals have taken the victory over the robots. Steve, how about we change our setup a little bit here?
Yeah.
We sit down and then we'll talk about the pairing here.
Let's do it.
Okay. So Steve,
Less.
this is Iron Forest. What did you think of the game?
So when you were like, oh, we're gonna do like a flicking and like that kind of thing game, I'm like, all right. I love this game.
Yeah.
This is so much fun.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit to get used to it. Even once you're like, oh, I'm a little bit getting used to it, it's still gonna go way off. I love how they just, like they do not...
They've got a great weight.
They've got an awesome weight to it. It's so cool. I really, really enjoyed it. I don't think you could have wiped the smile from my face the whole time we were playing. And it was really close, like one marker
very close.
Down, right? So I like the extra bonuses that you get to play, and just it is fun. You get to flick the guy up on top or try and get him through a door. I love it.
And we just did
so much fun.
The introductory level as well. There are additional missions where you can put little pads kind of out over the board or markers over the board, so you've got to go over those markers. There's dice that can come in as well as a factor. And then each mech has an actual ability assigned to it that gives them different things. Like Shield, for example, he can protect other mechs in his room. Spike, over here, if you get hit by an opposing mecha, that mecha suffers damage from it. So they each have different abilities. They don't recommend using them for the first game just because there's enough to learn. But as you play, there is multiple levels, multiple add-ons and other things you can throw in to add more depth to it and increase the strategy for it. The highlight of this game for me though is just this little launcher.
The launcher
launcher is without a doubt.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Well, of
I
course
love that you just launched him.
Of course, I botched it, but I'll put the lip of the table.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's so satisfying.
It is.
To flick them off and fire them into the air.
Yeah, there's not really a lot to it. The concept is really quite simple, but I love how they've added enough to just kind of keep it interesting, and just so much fun. Like it's really was just so much fun.
Yeah, it was a great game. And the whiskey, hashtag not whiskey, that you brought to pair with this, I think was perfect. I've been thoroughly enjoying this rum as we've played the game.
Yeah, and it's just continued to open up. Like at first I was almost like, well, doesn't taste like a lot of rum to this, but it does. It just keeps opening up and you get a lot of those like really nice citrus notes and it just continues. Like it's still on my tongue. I haven't had a sip in a few minutes because we were rearranging everything and it's still sitting on my tongue. I love the finish to this. They've done such a nice job with it.
Delicious. As I drink this, the more time we spend with it, the more and more I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I go back to one of your earlier comments of, if this was put in front of you, you can't tell that it's a rum. And I'm of the same opinion too.
Yeah.
I can't tell that it's a rum. To me, it's just delicious. And it would be just as easy to enjoy this, if not more so, than many other whiskeys that are out there. This is fantastic.
Yeah, Rolling Fork has done a really nice job with it. Obviously, like there's a whole culture to the rum industry. So someone that really loves the rums, really loves that ester, maybe they might not necessarily like this, but it's a great way to introduce people to rums. And like what rums should really be. Because rums were, before Captain Morgan and all those other ones, which are fine when you want to do some mixing. Okay. Maybe, I was trying to be politically correct,
like a rum and Coke is fine, but that's all Captain Morgan is good for.
Yeah, you've got to mix it. You're not grabbing a Captain Morgan and just having a sip. You can have this neat. You can have a little bit of ice in it. You can even put a couple of drops in water because it's got that nice little bit of, it's the cask strength.
Yep.
But that's what rum was. It used to be you just drank the rum. You didn't have to make it a mixer to make it palatable. That's what this is. And it's such a beautiful nod to the tradition of rum, but done in such a new and like just innovative way. It is beautiful.
Old meets new.
Yeah.
Which is why, Steve, I think
Again, why would you just make a board game?
Yeah.
When you could make this.
That's right.
It's awesome.
It is fantastic. So I think we've learned a very valuable lesson today.
We have, Les.
And that is, if you're going to play the 2 to 4 player game, Iron Forest, you want to pair it with
Rolling Fork, Barbados, 9-year, finished in bourbon cask. It's awesome.
We are Tabletop Tastings. Please like, comment, subscribe. It means the absolute world to us.
It sure does. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Send it out to your friends if you like what we're doing. Comment. We respond to all of those and just continue to love. We love making these for you and we hope that you really enjoy watching them.
My name is Les.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Tabletop Tastings.
That it is.
Have a great day.
Yeah.